Hi there once again. This video is going to be I was trying to put together some books, a top 10 to reply to the Comic Collector Geeks challenge from last week um, of obscure first appearances. I I don't know if I can have 10 books or not. Anyways, all I know is I ended up looking for that sort of stuff and I ended up doing something else. So this is, shout out to you, Allan. This is sort of a reply to that video, but not really. I won't put, and not, you're not, I'm not putting your name in the description, but I will putting a shout out for you in the description. So hopefully you still see it. But it isn't just obscure first appearances. These are just, I would say these are some of my coolest covers, along with some of my coolest strange first appearances or firsts. Strange firsts. I don't know. That's sort of how to put it. By the way, if you hear some noise coming from outside, there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, um, so it's like some of them are just issue ones that I think are, and so they're like the coolest issue one covers I have that are not Marvel and not DC. So these are all indie books, which will also make Nate at Halia Comic shout out Nate. You'll get a shout out in the description as well, and maybe even Hagan, make them enjoy themselves. And there's this first book. This shout out to K Munin as well. This is one I talked to you about when we were watching Nate's stream from just this past Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I had told you about the first appearance of Painkiller Jane. That's not a character most people know about, but Painkiller Jane had her own TV show. And there was also a movie that starred Christine Locken, as I think there was also that as well. And I think there was actually a few other movies as well. I don't know. But this book is an issue number one, and it's called 22 Brides. And this is the first appearance of Painkiller Jane. And I got it for $2. I got a second copy for a buck. Yeah. No one knows about that. Now, this one I had seen, I think it was Big Lyle, he'd shown on one of the Friday afternoon shows on the Comic Collector Geeks channel. He had shown a book from one of these series, and I figured I would put this one in. This is Adventure comic called Adventurers, and it's book 2, limited number 1. So I think this is like a one shot of it. But these have so this was just, I just picked this just because it's like a special number 1 and it's a one shot sort of thing. So I thought that would be a good one to share. Now, this next book, um, part of me is thinking I might just show you this. It doesn't really have a cool cover. It's sort of kind of cool, but it's got a specific artist that is showcased in this. So it's like considered a minor key for this artist. So I'm just going to show it, and I'm not going to tell you who that artist is. I'm going to see if anybody in the comments knows what this is, know who the artist is. But this is from Kamiko, and this is called Black Book, and it is their 5th anniversary special book. So we'll see who knows that. Now this one I threw in, it's not an issue 1, but it's a variant cover for issue 2 of this series, and I bought this just for the cover. This is going to make the horror people happy. We got Breath of Shadows from Duick, Cormac, and Birch. And I don't ask me who the variant cover artist is, but I bought that specifically for the cover. I might look for the rest of them, but I'm not in a rush to do so. Moving on. Next one up, we have a cliffhanger image book number 1, and this is, I don't know if this is the first appearance or not of these characters, or I think it's the first series. So we got Campbell, Hartnell, and Garner, and it's Danger Girl number 1. And yes, that price sticker on there is actually, it's on the bag, not on the book. And I think that is actually what I paid for it, because I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. Now this one is an issue number 1, and it is um, one of the variant covers for what's known as DV8. And this is a Dave Stevens cover. and I had to put this one in the list as well. So, and this is one of the few books of Dave Stevens covers that I have. I think I have that and maybe one, and well, I have a couple of the Rocketeer books, but I think that might be the only cover where I actually have something with the cover on it. Um, but I did show just this past Thursday. If you look for that, I did flip through of my copy of the Dave Stevens Covers and Stories hardcover. So go back and take a look for that if you can find it. You should be able to. Now this one, we have Elementals #7 from Kamiko. And this actually is a pretty obscure first. It's got Calvin and Hobbes cameo sort of thing. You can see them there on the cover. Unofficial Calvin and Hobbes. So, and this is a very cool wraparound cover, but the main part is Calvin and Hobbes. All right, now this one's not issue 1. It's an Eclipse Comics. It's an issue #10. Creators are Reeves, Pearson, and Macklin. But this is the first issue that I got in this series, and when I saw this cover, I was like, I'm getting the rest of it. I don't care how long it takes. This is Fusion #10, and this is just also a great cover. I told some of the guys about Fusion, and I said, trust me, there's great covers. And I think Big Lau, I think he also collects Fusion. I think it was him or was somebody else. I can't remember. But I have a feeling I'll show this, and now everybody's going to want it. So, oh, excuse me for a second. Nose. So yeah, it has some great covers. Sorry about that. There's also one of the issues I have. I thought about showing that one instead. The cover is by Phil Foglio. So, yeah, another incentive for people to look for that. Now, this one, I'm pretty sure it was Big Lau who showed this one. And I'm like, hey, I have that. I was like, and this is God Killer, Tomorrow's Ashes, issue #1 from Black Mask. So that is a great cover. Moving on, we have another issue 1. It's the first issue of this character I have, and it's actually the only. Well, I'll tell you in a minute, but it is Gunslinger Spawn #1. Now, this is I think the only Spawn book I own, and I'm not really interested in the main Spawn. Sorry to Mr. McFarlane, but I'm not. But Gunslinger Spawn and Medieval Spawn, I'm interested in. So I'm definitely going to be interested in finding more of those. Now, moving along, this one I think is an issue 2, not an issue #1. I pulled this out of the dollar bin. It's not in the best of shape, but it's a Virgin variant, and it's for a series called Red Mother. And I also told I think Nate about this one. It's like, and there's for each issue there's a variant of a Virgin variant in this sort of style. So yeah, I want to collect all those, even if I don't end up reading the story. Whatever. Now, this one is also not an issue #1. We've got an issue #2, but this one was just a great cover I had, and I want to get all of these ones. And it's called From Innovation, and it's Rocket Man, King of the Rocket Men, #2. So it's basically, what do we call it? Call it a Rocketeer ripoff? I don't know. I don't think you can really call it that, but that was a great cover. Now this one, I found this, I think this one cost me $2, and it's a reprint of the original first appearance of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's like Sabrina the Teenage Witch Anniversary Special, but it actually is a first appearance in this book, an obscure first. It's the first appearance of Amber Nightstone, sort of Sabrina's rival, magical rival. There you go. Now this one is also on issue #1, and I saw this and I'm like, what is this? Why is this character on this cover? I don't understand. Why is there dinosaurs? Why is he there? And I was like, I didn't. I just picked it up, and I told and to um, and it's a reprint of 80 2000 AD. Is that how you say it? 2080 stuff, the stuff that originally appeared in 2080 magazine, and it's Scavengers issue number 1 from Quality Comics, and it has Judge Dredd on it. And I told something that I mentioned in comments to Dave. It's still only 35 cents. It's like, do you know about this? And I'm sure he did. I'm not sure. Now, moving on, we have. I found this one. This one wasn't a buck or even $2. This was $4, but it's a number 1 issue, and it's from a company called Nemesis, and this was done in March of 1994. And I loved this TV show when it first came out. And I looked it up. This is the only one of this. There are no others that I can find. It is Sequest DSV. Yeah. Trying to go through this quickly now. We got a premiere issue from Crusade, issue number 1 of She. I had considered putting up a different book other than this, something called Harikari. That's what it's literally called. But I went and then I saw this book in my short box. I'm like, nope, that one's the one I'm going to go for. Getting close to the end, and I'm doing these, as you can tell, alphabetically. We got Topps Comics, number 1 of 4, Jack Kirby's Boldest Hero, Silver Star. Silver Star. And it has the cards, the back. All right, coming to the home stretch. Now, this one is not the first appearance of this character, but it is the first issue in the first traditional series for this character. Anyways, issue 1 of 4, Dark Horse Comics, Tank Girl. Last 2. All right, I love this character. I also loved this TV show when it was started. Initially I was gonna show the number 2 one, and then I remembered I had issue number 1, and we brought from Dynamite, Xena, Warrior, Princess. Last one. I found this in the dollar bin as well. So this historic collector's issue. It's not that historic, but this character might end up on a TV show or on a movie at some point. At least the creator is trying to do that. We got number 1 and only Earth Day Annual Zen Intergalactic Ninja. And there you go. That's my 20 books that are sort of firsts. Not really first, but first. First for me. All right. And I thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm shooting this Friday. It's going up on Saturday. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do something for Sunday as well. And there will also be something for Wednesday as well. That's sort of a top 10. But I don't want to give that away. I'll let you find those when they come out. Anyway, that's also if I decide to do them today. I think I'm going to do at least one of them. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I hope you're having a great day. Have a great weekend. See you on Saturday when this goes up. And bye.